Welcome to 3D Effects with Mrs. Aguilar. So we just got done with open wounds using nose and scar wax and spirit gum. And so you guys know how to make this effect. However, I want to introduce you to another way to do this, and that is called a prosthetic, which is a little little latex piece that you can buy in a store. And it has the same effect. So the first thing you want to do is figure out where you're going to put it on your body, and you want to make sure it's in a place that's not going to move very much so it can't tear off. Now you might want to, if you don't like the edges or it's too big, you can cut these to fit the area that you're going to put the prosthetic. Now this is going to look very familiar to you. You're going to use your spirit gum and you're going to paint the back of this prosthetic. You're going to make sure to get the edges nice and good. And then you're going to place that prosthetic where it's going to go. Now you guys remember that spirit gum only works when it's dry. So as soon as you place it where it's going to go, you're going to take it off. And then you're going to tap, tap, tap it until the skin starts to come up with your finger. And when you feel that it's tacky, that's when you're going to put the prosthetic down and make sure that all those edges are nice and secure to the skin. I want to show you one other thing. This is brand new for the last couple of years in Hollywood. So they've been using these prosthetics for decades and decades. And just lately, they've said, you know, we hate the edges. Sometimes you can see the edges. So we're going to do something different. And they are known as FX transfers. And this is kind of the newest thing in Hollywood. Several makeup artists have gotten awards for their makeup designs that have used these FX transfers. American Horror Story uses these and they've gotten awards, and they're awesome. And the cool part is they are put on a lot like, you know, those fake tattoos that you used to use when you were little. They use the same technology as that. So let me show you how to use these in case you would like to use them for your zombie effect. Okay, so if you can look right here, this is what happens when they come out of the box. They look like this, and this are the steps that you take. You are going to take this back page off. Smoothly. Take this back page off, and you're going to put it onto the front. Okay, onto the transfer like that. So you just basically have taken it off one side and put it on the other side. And then we're going to cut around the one we're going to use. I'm going to use this one on him. Which one? This one right here. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to cut around
smiley face.
this. Okay, just cut around this. Okay. And then the next thing you do is you're going to very, very carefully take off the clear plastic coating.
That smells like death.
Okay, and then I'm going to put this sticky side down, or the effect side down, onto his arm. Okay, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to take a paper towel. I'm going to wet a paper towel right now. Oh, our kitchen looks so clean in here. I'm going to wet a paper towel, and I'm going to put this onto the back of that. And we're going to wait for 30 seconds. Okay? And it's important, it says on the directions that it's important that you keep it on there for the whole 30 seconds. Okay? So we're going to do that, do that, do that. Okay. And then we're going to
rip it off
very carefully. Make sure that it's stuck onto the skin. We're going to very carefully take that off. Dear Lord, girl. Oh my God. Okay, so this is with our nose and scar wax. This is with our prosthetic, that piece that was already made that we put on, and this is the FX transfer. Now, so all of those give a nice, step back a little bit, all of those give a nice 3D effect. Now, of course, you can always add, once this happens, you want to add some of your color inside of it to make it look even more. You can do the same thing with this, but make it a little bit more fresh, right? And of course, we need to add some blood. Well, we can add, if we want to just add some blood. Okay, some blood in here.
Looks like a volcano.
Some blood in here, right? Some fresh blood, and some blood in here, right?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And then, of course, you know Mrs. Aguilar loves her some blood spatter, so I'm going to put a little bit of blood on a little thing here, and my stipple sponge. And let's spatter some blood around. Or, of course, you guys know that you can always mask with bruises, right? Okay, so Charles here, okay, so this is a way, you guys, that you can do this. There's 3 different materials, but the same sort of effect. Okay, one other thing, when we're using our nose and scar wax, if you want to have stuff sticking out of the skin, one of the things you can do is do the nose and scar wax and then add a piece. I'm going to pretend that he has glass sticking out, and what I did is I just cut a piece of plastic and I'm going to stick that into that wound like that nose and scar wax, and make sure that it is nice and secure. And then, of course, I can add some blood to like the tip of that, and coming down and adding some blood at the base. Can you see it from that side, Emma? Okay, and that makes it look like that glass is coming out. So if you just like make a worm and put it on there, and you can stick almost anything in there, and you can, there you go, there's a nice piece of glass sticking out of Charles's arm. Okay. Okay, so in order to take off the prosthetic, we're just going to use our spirit gum remover. And what I do is I've already wiped off the blood. I'm going to try to kind of find a corner that I can start peeling off, and I'm going to get that spirit gum remover underneath. Okay, and I'm going to just keep taking a Q-tip and getting the spirit gum remover and just kind of go under until I can peel it off. Don't rip it. Remember, take your time and get it off. Okay, to get that off. Now, if you wash these off, you can use them 2 or 3 times, but after that, they do get a little kind of yucky, and so they don't last forever. But you can, if you take care of your prosthetic, you can use it for a couple times. Okay, so Charles is cleaning off his the nose and scar wax. You guys know how to do that. He took all of it off first, and now he's getting the nose and scar, or the spirit gum off with the spirit gum remover. This is a little different. The transfer is a little different. First, we take a wet paper towel and get off all of the blood and makeup, but then all you do is very gently, you find a corner and you just start peeling it off. Okay, so you don't have to use any extra material. You just start pulling that off of your skin. You know, like the liquid latex. Okay, so that's how we take that one off. So with the prosthetic and the nose and scar wax, you of course need to use your spirit gum remover, but this, you just start tearing it off.